here at stop number 2 of the Van's Triple Crown of Surfing. Caio, Ibelli, Ian Gouveia, Raoni, Monteiro, and Maxime Huscenot, 3 surfers from Brazil. So we will see, of course, qualification picture becoming clearer today.
3 days in a row, it's still pumping out there. A little bit smaller than it was yesterday afternoon, but it's probably a good thing. And it's just forecasted to stick around all day. Another great day of competition.
Perfect. Well, you guys heard it right there from Travelogi. We are in to round 3. Big day of competition. Hopefully we'll see some big barrels. Back up to you for live action.
Thank you, Ian. Yep, easy call, and here we go. Our first look at what we will see today, Ian Gouveia. So, Strider, what do you think? How'd this thing start up?
I mean, like you said, strong start, and we'll get a look at how the judges are going to set the scale. It's a beautiful wave. This wave came deep off the point, so great wave selection for Ian Gouveia, and he really attacked the lip line twice really well on this wave and finished really strong. So I'd say this wave's going to go up into the good, almost excellent range.
Here we go, late drop. Caio Ibelli gets onto that big groomed open face. Nice opening carve. This wave grinding down the line as he swoops another turn, almost just waiting for this thing to form up through this inside section. Practicing patience. His 3rd turn down the line. Nice inside section for Ibelli. 5th turn goes down. Smooth, powerful surfing from Ibelli. And our first look at Maxime Huscenot. He comes off the bottom. Cleanly exiting from the big closeout section. And here's Raoni Monteiro. Always a standout here at Sunset Beach. Looking down the line, has to straighten out. So it looked like out of that exchange, Caio Ibelli not pushing super hard, but surfing nice and clean.
See how big that wave looked?
That was a giant wave.
Look at this thing stand up. And right here, he comes off the bottom. It's just towering. And he does well up in the corner. You know, he's got a great flow. We saw him surf really well on big open face waves at Bells Beach earlier this year. So Caio, no stranger to the rail line. He likes a little bit of length. He loves to ride a board with a longer rail line so he can really put it in the water. And he does well through that wave. Doesn't come away with the finish. And then we didn't get a look at the beginning of this wave from Maxime Huscenot, but look at this. Wow. Wow, that was just a really great commitment. And like we talked about a little bit earlier, he's got a lot of energy and flow going through this event so far, and it looks like he's keeping that roll going. So 2 great maneuvers, great start, and a great finish, which is what the judges love to see, you know, bookending your wave like that. I mean, starting out with a big drop wallet slam up into the lip on a really great looking wave.
It was a lowers type turn on a 12-foot wave. That was incredible.
Raoni's wave didn't open up for him, so unfortunately for Raoni, he's just looking for something down the line, but he never found it. That inside section kind of shutting down, and I think what happens here is those sets, when they come in,
looked like Caio Ibelli had a shot, but yeah, he finds himself right back in the proper position, pulls up into the barrel. It's a bouncy one. He comes out clean. Caio Ibelli answering back. Big open face carve. Very technical, big tube ride right there for Caio Ibelli.
Well, for Maxime, it was, you know, different maneuvers that got him the big score. This one was just a Hail Mary rail line into that barrel, because taking off on that wave, you wouldn't have been able to tell whether or not you were going to make it. And this thing was just a giant barrel coming across that reef on the outside to that midsection, really, and just threads the needle.
Whoa.
Really, look at that bouncy. You know, he's not even engaged yet. There, he engages the rail. And so when you come through a tube like that, and you've got all that water in front of you, and you're literally in the air, he had no idea whether or not the board was going to re-engage. And for him to stay true, and where he took off, where he took off on the wave, it's a really deep part of the reef to get barreled like that. And for him to come off the bottom and look up and see that huge wall and just go for it, it was so impressive, and the judges rewarded him with a huge score. So when he took off on that wave, he came off the bottom and the wave lurched. So impressive to see him hold his line.
He's back at it again. Obviously the momentum swinging into Caio Ibelli's corner. He carves back a little too deep to get back on the open face. Well, it goes back to the point of the judges love to see your fins. And if it's in small waves, you're doing big fin blast. If it's in big waves, they like to see you disengage from the wave and get it back together. Monteiro has his pick of waves, and Ibelli somehow sneaks this wave from fourth priority. He's way deep, streaking down the line, hooks it up under the hood, he gets out of there. And these guys are battling against this current to get back into position. Here goes Ibelli's wave from deep with fourth priority.
Yeah, he was sitting way inside and over, so not having priority, you sit pretty far away from your competitors to try and catch, you know, anything else that might come through that the other surfers don't take. And then he's opened up his surfing like that right there. You know, big surfing and really pushing around the board, giving some space. This giant wave and just laying into it. Maxime just really going after the lip line on that first turn, and the judges rewarded him really well with it. He finished strong. I love the way Maxime's been surfing, but this man, you know, he really enjoys engaging the rail. And he's found the best wave of the heat with that 9-point ride where he just pulled into that huge barrel. And he's surfing with a lot of confidence. This was his opener. This is his backup at a 5.83. And then here's the nugget that he found. Off balance, pulls back in and just really comfortable in the tube. And you really have to give it to him for settling down and pulling that off, because most surfers find it really hard to re-engage.
That is just pressure right there. Here we go. Is this a 5.91 for Raoni Monteiro? With a solid drop, set up carve. This wave just kind of ran away from him. I mean, cleanly surfed, but he really would have had to put an accentuation mark on that outside turn. I think he's going to be calling it a day. A minute 14 seconds to go. Have we seen any scores improve on that inside section? Not quite sure. Meanwhile, Gouveia, who only needs a 191, attacking the lip. That leaves Huscenot out the back in second priority. And this is going to make things interesting because Maxime's second scoring wave was at 0.23. Here we go. Maxime Huscenot now. Perfectly timed. Wave comes right to him. He goes to this inside section, takes the high line. So it's not going to be a massive score, but all he's trying to do is replace a 0.23.
It's not over yet, look.
So Caio Ibelli definitely be coming in on a victory lap here. Stalling it, parking it. Quick cover up for Ibelli. And that's just the, you can see the difference there between a championship tour surfer and a QS grinder.
What are the scores going to lay in here? So this is Raoni's last wave. It's going to come in, you know, just around a 3. There wasn't a lot in this wave. I mean, it really, a couple of turns, not a huge commitment.
Oh man, I was excited to watch Raoni surf as well.
I know, me too. But this wave, off the bottom, slammed it into the lip right there, and he's really pushing the envelope, right? He's going up into the bowl and really giving it a nice turn. I don't know how huge the score will be though. And then Maxime got an open face carve, and he comes to the inside, he finishes kind of with a little high line, you know, but not really a big maneuver. So which score comes in higher is the question between Ian Gouveia and Maxime Huscenot.
Well, as it stands, before those scores come through, Gouveia needed a 191. Definitely going to improve on that. Maxime is trying to throw away a 0.23, so, and the scores come through. Maxime Huscenot does it, a 3.97. He will move on with Caio Ibelli. We got more championship tour action coming at you here in this QS 10,000.